Did you guys attend a college?
Yeah, I went to Cal State Fullerton here in Fullerton.
Then I went up to school in Sacramento at Cal State Sacramento.
What do you do? Like, what do you work? What's exactly?
So we work for a company called Tech Systems. We do IT staffing and services. We're the largest, IT staffing company in the nation. We have over 110 offices. What we do as individuals, we basically find talented IT people to do software development, network engineering, systems administration to basically fill the business needs of our customers from an IT standpoint.
So pretty much within IT, we cover all aspects from levels as low as help desk individuals as high as senior level programming, development, management, director level positions. And like you said, we're the recruiters, so we find those resources for our clients and partner with clients to be a resource for them.
How was your overall college experience?
College was great. I was actually a student athlete. I played baseball for my college as I went to school, but really those 4 years allowed myself to really grow into, getting into a career and starting a career path. So
I went to a commuter school, Cal State Fullerton, so I was working full time and then going to school in the evenings and sometimes in the mornings I work graveyard. But overall, good experience. Enjoyed the bulk of my classes, and it's really something that I suggest.
You said you played baseball. Is that something that kind of like made school and juggling school and baseball harder, or?
There was definitely challenges for it. You've got things outside of the schoolwork and like full-time work and athlete and the time you put into sports, and that's a full-time job as well. So so just as a job and a student athlete is very demanding on the needs of what you've got to commit to. So
was college always an option in your household? Was it optional? Were you the first one to go to college? How was education in your household?
In my direct household, my parents had a few years of some classes, didn't complete a degree, so my sister and myself were the first ones in our immediate family. Overall, my family, we had cousins and outside family members that had went to school, but specifically in my immediate family, my sister and I were the first ones to actually complete a college degree, but it was always encouraged through growing up. I mean, having the ability to go to school and get that higher education, further education was always encouraged and, supported by my family.
For me, it wasn't really an option. It was kind of just expected to go to college and graduate. On my dad's side, I was the first one in the family to go to college and graduate. On my mom's side, there had been a couple people before. My grandpa and my aunt had gone to college. My grandma got her PhD, but it was just something that there was no not option. It's like, you're going to go to college or what are you going to do? It was always, college was always the choice.
Did you guys have any role models growing up, or anybody you guys looked up to?
I looked up to my parents. They set a great example for myself, and very hardworking individuals. And if I were to point out a role model, it'd probably be my dad. Just how he presented himself and how he carried himself, and how he lived his life. So
mine would probably be my grandpa. He was a good role model because he went to college and graduated. He was an entrepreneur. He actually started an IT staffing company just like Tech Systems back in the 80s, and thriving here in the local market until he passed away in the mid-90s. But it's definitely something that kind of pointed me in the direction where I want to take my career.
Now, we've all had troubles in our lives. Was there any major bump in, per se, your road during college or after college or even before college that affected your education or your career choice?
While I was in college, things weren't necessarily the best from an employment standpoint for my parents. My parents weren't working for a period of time, so I was having to work full time to basically keep the house. So that was definitely an obstacle, but it didn't slow me down from wanting to graduate college in a reasonable amount of time. I did it in 5 years, but it definitely pushed me to succeed, I guess. But yeah, it wasn't without adversity. I mean, there's always going to be a little bit.
For me, there wasn't there wasn't a whole lot of roadblocks. I mean, just really one thing going through college that I noticed it wasn't really any kind of severe roadblock, but just time management. That was a big learning curve for me and a struggle that started, and after the 4 years was able to kind of overcome and set myself up for